Even if you tell the truth, even whether after saying that, people accuse you of, like, then, Ed, I guess you just want to have President Hillary. Are you ready for President Hillary? Because how dare you tell the truth about this stuff? I mean, there's a difference here. And it seems as though there's this expectation that you're supposed to cheerlead. Like the crew of the Titanic should have cheerleaded instead of turning away from the iceberg. Let's just cheer the Titanic on as it can take the iceberg. That's not how that happens.
Yeah, it doesn't really help the ship when it actually hits the iceberg.
Right.
And look, I kind of get the argument. I mean, the argument here is that you want to keep morale up because you want to keep turnout up. But the problem is that just the morale among the base isn't going to win the election. You have to have a broader message, one that activates a much broader range of voters. And so me talking to people who are already on board with Donald Trump about the fact that this race isn't going very well and that there are serious issues in some of these swing states, if you take a look at the polling, if you take a look at the metrics, and that right now we're teed up for an amazingly bad election night, is simply not going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. That's not going to cost you the election to hear.
And it's not your role to be it's not the role to be the cheerleader. I mean, yes, even if you are a conservative, that doesn't mean you necessarily, yes, do it anyway, no matter what happens. That's not the role that we're supposed to have.
No, and I think part of us, on certain issues, we're activists, right? Second Amendment. I know you're a staunch activist on Second Amendment issues, so you're passionate about that. I'm passionate about the Second Amendment. I'm passionate about constitutional government. I'm passionate about these things, and so yes, I'm going to talk that up.
Right.
But I am not going to. I'm not going to simply dispense with my reason and just emote for the next 11 weeks. I mean, we have to, if you want to win an election, you have to take a look and see what's going wrong and try to get those things corrected. And that is what honesty and truth-telling get you, is it gets you, hopefully, a better campaign, an improved campaign. And I think you're seeing over the last couple of days that the Trump campaign is actually now trying to reorient itself towards a general election audience rather than just cheering up the base. And I think that that's a smart move on their part.